Hello and welcome to tonight's The Hobby Table. I'm your host Blake, here with my, as always, solid and dependable, nipple-fighting friend, Obleron. How the fuck are you, brother?
I am
My co-host.
hard on my nipples.
You're hard? Well, it is cold where you are. I've seen the snow.
Yeah.
It does not look optimal.
No, it's definitely one of those up to your ballsack amount of snow already. And the year's only begun.
Do y'all, defrost the snow and get free water, or is that a no-no?
You actually think that's weird, but yesterday my Mrs. K went out with a bucket and she just took a bucket of snow. Because apparently she waters her plants with snow water.
See? There you fucking go. See? There you go. That's environmentalism right there. Welcome to the Environmentalist Podcast. No, I'm joking. How you been, brother? It's good to see ya.
Oh,
see you in a minute.
Lord. Let's not talk about how I've been, but let's talk about good
you've
things.
been the same way I have. Busy, work.
Oh, yeah.
Jerk, work. Excellent. Let's skip that.
Yeah, please. That's just depressing if I'm going to talk about that. So, let's not put our listeners through that.
It's like the soft drink factory. It's so depressing.
So depressing. Oh, Lord.
You're welcome. Actually, it was quite funny the other day, and I'm not going to say, obviously, specifically where, because I never talk about specifically where I work. But I was at my Christmas party for work the other day. And I was talking to one of my big bosses for the first time. I never met the bloke. And I ended up talking about, he was saying that he plays Warhammer Tacticus.
Oh.
We're talking about Warhammer. I'm like, oh yeah, my podcast was on there. And he's like, what? You have a podcast? So I pass it on to him. And now, I walked out of there, and the moment I walked out, I'm like, fuck, have I said anything bad about work? Oh no. No. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I'm pretty sure I'm clear, but I was like, oh shit, here we go.
We're screwed. No,
yeah, man. I was like,
I don't think you said anything bad about work, really.
I don't think I ever even mentioned where I work. I might have said what I do for work, like my profession.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever mentioned, vaguely even what region I work in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, if he hears this, g'day mate, welcome to the podcast. I'm the boss here. No.
Oh yeah.
My ass better get fired.
Oh boy.
Nah, it's cool though. It's cool. But yeah, fuck, dude, it's been wild. Anyway, Obi, what do you want to talk about today, bud?
Well, we've got a very special end of the year kind of event happening. It's called Christmas. And
you know, I've been thinking a lot about boning, actually. And so I thought this was a bonus episode. Right? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Is it Christmas?
It is. It definitely is.
Is this the episode where we discuss how we're going to track down Santa Claus and kill him? Is that what this is?
It's fine. He lives 20 meters from me. 20 kilometers. It's
That's true. That's true.
Valid. It's all good. No, I think that this episode we actually talk to Santa and see what presents he can give our hobbyist friends out there in the world.
Yeah. It's a great idea. But before we do that, what have you been up to, man? Done any hobby at all? Anything around the house even? Construction work, maybe?
Actually, I managed to build my 5 Terminators since the last time we recorded. Yeah, that's it.
I mean, slow going, man.
Yeah.
This time of the year we're both crunched, but if you get any hobbying done, that's better than none. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fucking sick. So, good work, man.
Yeah.
Are they going to be Blood Angels, or are they 30k ones, or?
No, these are the Blood Angel. It's from the new Leviathan set, and I thought I'd spice them up a little bit more with some extra little bits and bobs here and there. So I've posted some pictures of them in our Whip channel. So
very nice.
Yeah. I decided to
very nice
give their Power Fist a chain blade also under. I thought that was quite fitting, and then of course the iconic Blood Angel symbol.
I like that. I think the only thing that makes me really sad at the moment is no lightning claws.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just really like lightning claws with thunder hammers with Terminators. I just think it's iconic. You know?
Yeah. I've still got like a 10-man squad of Terminators to paint. No, actually, I think I painted like 5 of those. Yeah, I did. Wow, good me. Look at me doing things.
Good job, Past Oblerone.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job. Go you.
Look at me doing things and forgetting about them. Great.
Yeah. You're not on any spectrums or anything. Anyway. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, sick. You know, for me, I haven't really been doing too much, to be honest. Work, sleep, but I have been doing a bit of gaming, so I've been enjoying that thoroughly. You know, hanging out with the missus and my buddies, smashing out some Fortnite, like we do.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're seeing, but they made that shit wild at the moment, man.
Yeah, they did the Lego
OG, right?
Update.
They did the OG thing, and now they have a Lego update. And the Lego update is like a mix of Valheim and Minecraft.
Okay.
But Lego. It doesn't feel even remotely like Fortnite. And it is so fun. I think I spent probably 4 or 5 hours playing it today.
Okay.
Like, it's so good, dude. Like, so casual. Like, you know how, like, I don't know, I get annoyed with Battle Royale eventually. I'm like,
Yeah.
But this game, I'm just, like, pottering around. Oh, I got killed by a wolf. I'll just go pick my backpack up. It's all good, you know? Like, it's cool. It's a good time. And then they also added a, like, an arcade racer to it.
Okay.
Like, where you race cars. Think, like, if Rocket League was about racing on tracks.
Okay.
Right? Like that. So you got, like, these rocket cars, you can jump and, like, go on roofs and get boosts and shit. And you just race. That's all it is. But it's cool.
Yeah.
And they've done a Guitar Hero-like game, like a rhythm game.
Yeah.
So, like, it's... I don't know ultimately how it's going to work out for them. Because you're splitting a player base.
Yeah.
But if the player base overall is much higher, and they support all those other games as well as they support the Battle Royale, it could really be huge. Because, like, if you think about it, like, Guitar Hero is not a thing these days.
No.
So if this became the new Guitar Hero within the Fortnite application, that's huge. And then, like, you know, if this became the new Minecraft within the Fortnite application, that's fucking huge. Like, all we need now is a Grand Theft Auto and just download Fortnite. That's all you ever need. Like, fucking done.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's cool.
My kid was talking about it, and he was asking my the older one in here, and he was like, "Yeah, they made it, so it fucking sucks." And my own kid was like, "Oh well, yeah, I guess it sucks now." It's like, okay. He was like really excited about it. He asked me like, "Oh, if I can pick out the dishwasher, can I play some Fortnite?" And then they had a conversation with the eldest brother, and well, guess I'll just play some Hogwarts instead.
Is the older brother in that period of life where everything sucks?
No, he's like
it sucks.
He's turning 14, and like, you know, he's coming to the realization that, like,
he hates everything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just Fortnite isn't his thing anymore. He used to spend like 3 or 4 years of his life playing only Fortnite, and now it's just like, well, I get it.
See, that's the thing, hey, so like, I like Fortnite as like a competitive thing, but I will always play other games on the side. Always, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah. No, it's cool. Besides that, fucking, you know, I've been getting a bit of an itch to play some guitar lately, so I feel like that's going to come to a head soon.
Nice.
When I have the time, and my PC is being a bit of a dick. Hopefully it doesn't explode during recording this. Nah, it's just been a cunt. But, yeah, just been, I think I built the chest and the head unit of my neon green RX-78.
Oh, yeah.
And sort of just tapped out. So, but I'll get back to it. Just gotta have a bit less on my plate, you know?
Yeah, I get that. I actually have been taking some stuff inside the house so I can work on them there. And one of those things is my Wing Gundam. So I'm planning to start with that one when I.
Please tell me you're back in the stair nook.
In the what?
In the stairs nook.
No.
The nook we used to hobby when we first met. Your little Harry Potter place. That was iconic, man.
Honestly, I've been thinking about bringing it back inside just to get going again with hobbying, you know.
You know what you do? You know your mobile case that you have?
Mm.
The thing that you used to use as your whole painting setup? Just load that up again.
Yeah.
Have that. Take that in there. That's your mobile hobby setup. Done.
Honestly, I have
You know?
Another mobile set because, like, for Gundams, you don't need paint.
No, for sure.
So what I did is, like, I have one of these sortment boxes, and I have all my tools.
Oh, it's like
here.
Yeah, cool.
So what I do is I just snip out the parts, put them in all the dividers, and I clean them up and assemble the whole thing. So
that's sick, dude. That's a great idea. That's a great hobby tip, guys.
Yeah. So
good hobby tip.
Assortment boxes.
Awesome.
Choo-choo.
Awesome. Anyway, this is a bonus episode, so you're not getting 3 hours of us dribbling today. You're only getting about an hour. And that's after editing. But so we basically decided, buying shit for people that are into hobbies you don't understand is really fucking hard. And also explain to your partner, potentially, or anyone in your life that cares about you, that you need more models even though you can't fucking open your cupboard without dying under an avalanche or your pile of shame, is also a hard sell. So we decided to give some awesome gift ideas for people who maybe are a bit clueless about all of it, or don't know what to tell the partners they want without saying they want models. So we just thought we'd put a few together. It's not a huge list, but just some ideas, with a think tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the old Tinkerinos going.
It's hard, bro. Hey, it's hard. Like, your brain is frozen at this time of the year. Mine is overheating.
There's no in between. It's either frozen solid or just fried.
Look, brother, all I can say is I got my spatula on standby, alright? Standby. If I didn't have fresh new underwear that I bought today, we'd be in trouble.
Holy moly. Alright.
Alright, man, do you want to hit it from the top, brother?
Yeah, I think we'll start with some general gift ideas for, the guys who are into model kits, mostly. That can be Warhammer or Gundam or model trains or cars or whatever.
Fuck it. Anything like that. Anything that's a model kit.
Yeah, exactly. And any kind of hobbying, I guess. And I'd say hobby tools is always a good buy. Like a good pair of snippers. Tamiya sells some really good ones. A hobby knife with a bunch of blades so you can swap them out. A new cutting mat is always useful because if he's a messy painter like me, for example, I've already ruined 3 cutting mats and I'm just spreading them around just to protect the surface, but Jesus Christ.
I can't be the only person that ends up putting paint on their cutting mat, right? Like, instead of your hand, you're like, fuck, I'll just dry brush a bit on here, see if it's good. Go down, and next thing you know, your cutting mat's a paint mat.
It definitely turns out like that.
It's artiste.
Perfect. Yeah. Besides a cutting mat, I'd say paintbrushes is always a good buy for a hobbyist. You'll always have to use paintbrushes. And I'd say don't get tricked into buying the super extra small ones. Sure, you can have one of those, but he'll probably already have one of those just to paint eyes. But getting a good workhorse brush, like a medium-sized brush, either like a synthetic one or a fur one, he'll be really happy getting a good brush that he can use for that.
Yeah, well, they will be, exactly. And what I was going to say too is, you don't need to get a fucking expensive one. Like, don't think it needs to be like a fucking $30 Kalinsky fucking
No.
paintbrush. Like, go to your local hobby store, right? They will have run-of-the-mill synthetic brushes for like $3 or $4 a brush. And if you buy a myriad of sizes of those, and maybe doubles of some of the more useful sizes, that person will fucking love that.
Oh, yeah.
Like 100%. I would love that. That's a great idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, same. Brushes is always something I'd like, because when I had my painting periods, I went through brushes like mad. So
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet, man. Another really good thing you can get is like nerdy wallpaper. So like, if your significant other's into like Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Warhammer, Gundam, like whatever universe they're into, it might be Marvel, DC. Look for some cool artwork. Like anything like that, like wall hangings or wallpaper, like doesn't matter. Like Displate, I know Displate now. Actually, Displate, y'all should sponsor us, but Displate now do officially licensed Warhammer stuff.
Yeah.
And they do other cool shit too. Like I have a Dimebag Daryl one on my wall because I'm a massive Dimebag fan, and they're fucking sick.
Yeah.
You know, I bought a Naruto one today for my friend for his Christmas present. And it's just like,
but just like sick, anything, like, you know, the map of fucking Middle Earth, for example, or Jesus, there's so many cool ideas.
The map of Skyrim is all you need. Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Just something to spice up their hobby space a little bit. They'll love it.
100%.
Guaranteed, they'll love it.
100%. You can also get awesome neon signs these days that aren't really neon. No shit. Go on fucking AliExpress or Temu. And they have like LED signs with like frosted white shit over the top.
Yeah.
And it makes them look like neon tubes. Yeah. Like I saw Bulbasaur today, I saw Yoshi, I saw like a Mudkip. Like obviously they're not licensed and shit like that, and they're a bit cheap, but like especially if you're doing something like a Secret Santa thing, or you and your family have a rule that you don't spend more than say like $50 or something like that. That's a fucking cool gift.
Yeah.
Like, that is cool as shit. Like, I would lose my shit if someone got me a neon sign of, like, fucking...
Bulbasaur.
Like, something I'm into, you know? Yeah, exactly, man. Like, Bulbasaur. I saw a ramen one earlier. I was looking, I'm like, that could go in my kitchen. I need to okay that with the missus, you know?
Yeah, that's cool. Cool. Yeah. That's nice.
Great fucking idea. Good work, Obler.
Yeah.
I'm glad you had that and that I said it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's something that I appreciate, too. Like, I have... bunch of random posters across my room, and you have like the Dragon Ball Z ones that you bought, no?
Yeah. I have out in the lounge room. I have March and Vegeta.
Yeah.
I have a Mighty Car Mods one behind me that you can see on my cam.
Yeah.
You guys can't, but Obi can. And in front of me, like in front of my actual PC, I have a Fairy Tail one with a half naked anime girl in there, which is like, It was given to me for helping someone move house, but I have heaps of that shit. Like, my house is covered in wall hangings.
Yeah, they're awesome. It'll be cool.
I love that shit. So good fucking idea.
Yeah. Next up, if they're a painter of sorts, either miniatures or, you know, just any kind of painting, artwork or whatever.
Yeah, sketching. Yeah. Exactly.
Oil paints and like a ball of thinner. That'll be a whole new experience for him to try out, or her, and it's usually like very cheap to get oil paints. Like you can get like a really cheap set to start out with, just to experiment with. And honestly, I've painted with oil paints a couple of times, and it's different, and it requires to enter you in a different mindset. So. It'll be fun for him to do the challenge.
When you're doing the weathering with the oil paints, that's just cheap oil paint, hey? It's not like special shit.
Yeah.
It's like a brown oil paint or whatever, and then you're like putting it on and then like removing it with dinner. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. Like there's heaps of tutorials on YouTube, we're not going to go into it, but like there is some crazy shit you can do with oil paints on miniatures.
Yeah.
Like weathering and shit, especially Warhammer. So great fucking suggestion, dude.
What I did with my Godzilla, for example, is use white oil paint, because it if you know anything about painting with oils, it's that when you thin them, they spread out by themselves, just like a Gundam marker, basically, or a panel liner. So they do the same kind of effect. So what I did is use that with white paint, and then I just airbrushed over it and used the white paint again to give it like that glowing effect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. So like if you want to do, say, lava, like a lava effect, you could literally use a white oil paint into some cracks and then hit it with like an orange ink. And be like, bam, done.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. Interesting. Thanks for that nugget of information. Yeah, no, that's a good one, man. Another thing you can do is you can always get a cheap 3D printer. Like obviously cheap is a relative term.
Yeah.
But, you know, if you're getting somebody a sort of, you know, this is their big gift for the year or whatever, fucking, you know, like $300 to get you an Ender 3. They can start making Star Wars armor. I know you can get resin printers for around that as well. Like
less than that, like
entry level ones.
$200, definitely.
Yeah, and the other thing to take into account too is if they already have a 3D printer, if you know what kind it is, you can buy them material to work with that. So like, if it's a PLA printer, buy them fucking rolls of PLA. They're $35 each, and like, I know if somebody rocks up with me with a roll of filament, I'm so happy. I'm like, yes!
yeah.
Although we're not going to talk about my 3D printer right now because my nozzle's clogged and it made me sad. Anyway.
Yeah.
Another thing on the list of things that are broken right now. But yeah, you can also get resin.
Yeah.
Resin for them, like if it's a resin printer, like anything like that. Abrasives, if they're, you know, doing like cosplay stuff like that. You know, abrasives, glues, filler primer, anything like that will never go astray.
Yeah.
Never go astray for that sort of stuff. You know?
Yeah. And if you're struggling to find what materials he uses or likes, just go into his room and like take a quick peek at like at the stuff that he's using. I mean, there's bound to be stuff that he uses on the daily that will be there.
If your partner's reasonable, they're never gonna get upset with you snooping around their hobby stuff.
Yeah, just be nosy about it. Like,
yeah, just anything. Oh, what are you thinking? Honestly, I'm looking for present ideas. Fuck off. You know, it's fine.
You don't even have to be like that. Just be like genuinely interested. Like, oh, what's this kind of plastic thing doing that you're using? Like, how does it work? So he'll probably put it in your hand, and you can just investigate it and memorize the name while you're doing it. So
yeah. See, if you're anything like me, I do reconnaissance all throughout the year. Like every time Tara's like, "Oh, I like that," and I'm like, fucking bookmarking my phone.
Yeah.
No, just in case. It doesn't mean that she's getting it, but like, if I don't have an idea, that's the thing she's getting. You know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So it's fucking it's cool.
Coolios.
You want to hit the next one, brother?
Yeah, exactly. I think we've done most of the ones that we can probably use for all of the general shows. Yeah. So we'll move on to some Warhammer stuff.
The elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Apparently everyone just thinks we're a Warhammer podcast. That's fine.
Yeah, well,
we're not.
We talk a lot about Warhammer, and I think it's the main driving force in our hobbies. Usually.
No, Gundam.
Yeah.
Gundam and music reviews are blurry.
Oh well. Well, the obvious one for this one is more models. Like, if he's been talking about anything kind of special, which I mean, if he's excited about it, he'll probably talk about it. So, and just looking at, like, again, be Snoopy, ask about his hobbies, and he'll show you a couple of things, and you know, you'll figure out what kind of army he's collecting. So you could probably just go on the GW side and Google in the keyword or Space Marines or Orcs or whatever, and you'll find some stuff there.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
or if you go to the store, you can ask them, hey, look, my partner collects this. I took a picture of his army.
Yeah.
This is what he has. What should I get?
Yeah.
Like, they'll upsell the fuck out of you, but you get shit.
Yeah.
The other really good one to think about, too, is around this time of the year, G-Dubs always does Christmas themed models. They do, like, there's goblins and shit. If there's goblins, I'm in.
Yeah,
you know?
I really like that one too. Like the Grotmas dude.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
really cool. I like him. He's really awesome.
And I think that they also do a White Dwarf one occasionally, I think, as well. Like a Christmas White Dwarf, like a Santa Claus thing.
Yeah, I don't know. There's usually a bunch of things going around. If you go on GW's side, they'll figure something out.
Exactly, but the Christmas limited edition models, like, I guarantee you, even if he's the hardest of hardcore Ultramarines players, you get him the Christmas goblins.
Yeah.
Like, he will love that shit.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Definitely.
He/they.
Yeah.
/she.
Exactly.
Anyone would appreciate the goblin.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
I appreciate a good goblin myself. Anyway. The next one, and I mean, we kind of covered this before, but this is a bit more specific, is paint sets.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously, Obi and I talked about oil paints and that sort of stuff, but this is specifically probably acrylics for your model painting, really high pigment, stuff like that. Vallejo, Army Painter, nearly any of those brands, like Scale 75, Tooth and Coats, I think even G-Dub, they all sell their paints in sets.
Yeah.
So you don't have to go and cherry pick whatever they want. You can just, like, I think there's 72 or 70-something pots of paint in my Vallejo case I bought, and that's just one case.
Yeah.
And Tara, being the smart human she was, bought me another pack of, like, the game colour, which I didn't have.
Oh.
So it's like, different colours again, last year. She got me that last year. She knew I already bought the case, and she went and got another set that complemented it.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, she doesn't know shit about Warhammer. She's just used her brain.
Yeah.
You know, she went, he has that brand, I know that brand. I see what series of paints it is. Well, what else goes with it? And it was fucking super handy. I think I have 200 pots of paint now.
Yeah.
Or around there, yeah. So it's ridiculous. But that's a great idea, especially if your special nerd is a more newer and burgeoning hobbyist. They might have a shitload of models, but not a big range of paints with which to do said stuff. Like, they might have the basics, but, you know, maybe getting them some extra highlights and like things like just cool colours could really up their skill and like their creativity with their models.
Well, what I've found is that some brands sell like a set of like 5 to 6 paints in the set, and I think those can be really good gifts. Like the ones that you're talking about, they're a little bit expensive. Like they're like $200, but these
my little one that I got, it's like, I think it was like $50-$60 for like 12 pots of paint.
Yeah, okay. Which
is like, that's not it's cheap, but it's not super expensive either.
No.
Like $50 is a pretty standard Christmas gift.
Yeah, well, the ones that I'm talking about are usually more like specific for skin tones, or if you want to paint non-metallic metals, or like any
mecha colors and things like that.
Yeah, like there's very specific ones, and like personally, I would always love like a set for skin tones, or like to be able to paint the non-metallic metals with the colors picked out for me, because I have a collection and I'm like, I'll have to do research to make these work together. But if you have a set ready to go, come on, that's just open the pots and let's paint, you know? And
especially if you're new to non-metallic metal, like that's something I'm not even touching on, but like I imagine if I had a specific set that was like, this is your gold, this is your silver, do this, and this, and you'll be on the right track.
Yeah.
That would be so much easier to learn it than going like, okay, I have Vallejo, I have GW paints, and like, how do I make this work? So you were right. 100%.
Yeah, and same with skin tones. Like skin tones is always a struggle for any kind of hobbyist to get right. So giving them a set that complements each other, they'll get on the way real fast, and they'll probably get better at painting while you're at it. So
if that's what their goal is, I dare say they will. Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
Sweet.
Sweet. You
want to hit the next one?
Yeah, something to. Most of these miniatures come on like bases, and any kind of basing materials that you can find, they'll adore it, because you can do whatever you want with those bases. Like small trees, some fake grass, put some fine sand, some texture paints. Hell, go outside and find some tree bark. That's what I use actually for some of my bases. and they'll love it. They'll eat it up because it'll bring that creativity back to do something different with your bases. Like it'll help.
Yeah, exactly. Even like bicarbonate soda on top of super glue.
Yeah.
Can like make like a makes like a really like snowy sort of thing. And like it might not be the be all end all, but like I guarantee you, every Warhammer person I know or wargamer I know has like just a hoard of random shit that is for basic.
Yeah.
It's like if you go, oh, what's this? Why do you have a bag of bark?
I have my box there.
If you walk past your local park with a fucking clip-lock bag, you throw a bunch of mulch in there. Like, not like the really square shit, like the rough-looking shit from the playground.
Yeah.
The shit that you can do with that is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Cork.
Or some cork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right there. Jinx.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah. So, they do also sell, like, plants and things like that. Like, what is Gamer Grass? And G-Dub sells, like, little plants and tufts of grass and shit like that.
Yeah, Gamer's Grass. I got a couple of those. They're really cool. Real nice stuff.
Yeah, I got the pink and purple one.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's good shit.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. Next one on the lot will be displays for your models. So, like, and when I say displays, I don't mean just, like, having them stacked up on your computer desk so they get broken every time you spill your fucking, like, whatever it is, you know? Like, people, I've seen people, man, on cam, their whole desk is just covered in Warhammer models and pots of paint. They just got a little spot for their keyboard. And I'm like, how? Like, you're putting all this hard work into this model, and it's just right there. You are gonna drop a burrito and break it one day.
A burrito?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. Whatever, man. But, you know, if you have... like, I have glass cabinets from IKEA, like Detolf cabinets. They don't make those anymore, but most places, like local furniture places, have a rip-off version. So, like, Fantastic Furniture over here, they make the same cabinet for $150. And they're sick. They're small, but, like, they keep your miniature stuff free. They're good. They're easy to assemble. But beyond that as well, you also have, like, you know, basic shelving. Maybe you own your house and you can put up floating shelves on the wall.
Yeah.
Put up a bunch of floating shelves for the motherfucker. Like, you know, for your hobbyists. Like, not only that, so you can do that, but while you're at it, put up some fucking nail polish shelves as well.
Yeah.
And people can put their paints on them.
Yeah.
I believe Courtney has all of her paints up on the wall.
Yeah.
Shout out to Court. Yeah. I know she still does, but she definitely did it one time.
Yeah.
That was a sick idea. So, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a thing you can do. And I think you were saying the individual ones you can get as well, right?
Yeah.
You were saying you had a couple?
Yeah, like, if you go to the plant section of IKEA, for example, they'll sell, like, these dome-shaped kind of displays. Like, if you'll give a couple to a Wargamer and tell them you're allowed to put one miniature in plain sight somewhere in the house, and you can use this, he can make a fucking awesome diorama using that thing. And he'll love that to bits, just to be able to display that in the house and for everyone to see.
And another thing, on that same thought process, if you want to get involved with your hobbyists, buy some of those fucking, you can get baubles that you make yourself, like you join the two halves together, and you put things inside of them, and tell them you want to do Warhammer ones. So you need 2 models, one for you, one for them. You're going to learn how to paint, and those are going to be 2 of your Christmas ornaments that you're going to trade. That shit will melt a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, I would.
Like, I'm not joking.
I would love that.
You would die.
Yeah,
you would die.
yeah, that's awesome.
You know, so like, come to them with the 2 halves and be like, you know, 2 lots of them, and be like, right, I got these. We need models. Let's make Christmas ornaments. And I guarantee you, they'll find something.
Oh yeah,
something.
Definitely.
You know,
I have like a whole bunch of these like commemorative models of like different factions. Like, I would love to just take one of those, paint them up, and put them in a Christmas tree. You know, that would be funny as hell.
Yep. I think I'm going to do that next year, to be honest. I just ran out of time this year. But I think next year, I'm going to get Tara painting some Warhammer, and we're going to put our own Christmas models out there.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Sweet. Cool.
Your turn, bud.
Yeah. Next one is lighting upgrade. If anything, we know some of you guys work out there with their, kitchen lights or any kind of really very basic lighting setups. So what you can do to make his life a little bit easier is getting him like a good hobby lamp. And I've for the longest time ran with the cheap IKEA lamps, that have the extendable arms. So buy him a set of that and two really good bulbs, white with the temperature color of like 5600K or up. And he'll be able to see his miniatures a lot better. And he'll thank you a lot for those lamps. Like, I still use them.
Yeah,
I still got them here.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right? So even when you have really nice lighting, like Obi has that one that arches over it.
Yeah,
and I have the same LED light I've been using for like probably 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
Just like a little one with a magnifying glass on top, and those little white ones.
Yeah, those are really good too.
But then, and then I bought myself one off Amazon, which is like one of the boom arm ones. That's like a halo ring light as well, the magnifying glass on top.
Yeah.
And what I like to use it for is to have the front and back of the model lit.
Yeah.
So I'm not casting shadows and shit's all weird.
Yeah.
So I do that as well. And like just, let's be real. Painting with shit light is bad for your fucking eyes. So
plus that, and you will see the details if I'm honest.
Yeah, exactly.
So
stop leaving your phone on top of like something high using the light on it. As long as that's cool. Drunken, I'm looking at you. Get a proper light, motherfucker.
No.
Love you, buddy. Sweet. So the next one is sort of a two-sided one, and that is paint racks. Right. So say you got a nice hobby space. They have a whole desk, and they just have infantry style layout for their fucking paint pots.
Yeah.
It is so hard to see what is inside of them. Unless you paint the lid of your paint pot with the color it is.
Yeah.
It is hard to see what's inside of them. So picking up paint racks, you can get MDF ones, you can get pre-done fucking like acrylic ones. If you have a 3D printer, you can 3D print them and make them.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, just get some racks. Even they sell like stands for, I think they're for nail polish, like acrylic ones.
Yeah.
You can just stack them up on, and that is still better because the amount of time it saves you across an entire army, not having to search for your bottles of paint constantly. You can just go, yep, it's there.
Yeah.
Roll up your palette, put it back, done. That is exponential. I was one of those people for years that just had a blob of different pots of paint, and I just had to like monkey through them every time.
Yeah.
You know how you see monkeys eating lice? That's what I was looking like, but without the eating part. Because I only drink the washers. Anyway,
oh no.
So you're going through and it's like, you're looking and it fucking takes forever, man.
Yeah.
Forever. So, don't do that. Get a paint rack. Great idea.
Paint racks, yeah. Or a hobby station.
And the other one too is a hobby station. Yeah, exactly. So you can buy portable ones.
Yeah.
You have a sick one here.
Yeah,
got,
from Frontier Wargaming.
Yeah. Not cheap, but fucking cool. And I know that there's other competitors to that out there now as well. So if you typed into Google, say, like, mobile war gaming workstation or something like that, you'd come up with a bunch of different results.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ones now, and it just to be able to pack up a couple of models, throw in some paints in there, and run off and go paint at your buddy's house, just for that kind of thing. That's awesome.
Exactly. And it makes it easier if your house is burning and you got to escape with the most important things. Your Warhammer's all in one place.
Oh yeah. I hope that I built this room good enough that maybe the fire won't take it in. It won't get in here. So
look, man, if the house burns down, the one thing I know is nothing can defeat my pile of shame. That's what I'm doing.
Oh man. I think I have to get an insurance for this room. This is ridiculous.
Have you fucking seen my room behind me, dude?
Yeah, well... Yeah,
retro games. The shelf of retro games and consoles. then expensive swords, then the Warhammer.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm not. I got a couple of vintage cabinets, so they're gonna be really hard to replace.
And the out of production Dimebag guitars too.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So I feel that.
Yeah.
Oh gee. No one light our house on fire, please.
No. Make sure you got working fire detectors. There's a tip for you.
Christmas tip: buy some 9 volts.
Oh lord.
Oh fuck. Sweet. So it's all yours, brother.
Oh yeah. To pop off on Warhammer, they have like a licensed merch store as well, where you can get shirts, artwork, socks, hell, ugly sweaters, and they've even started to sell some Christmas ornaments as well. So
have they?
Yeah, I think I saw some baubles in there on that website. So and some like fuzzy socks. If he lives somewhere where it gets cold, fuzzy socks with a squig on it. He'll love that.
I like that.
Yeah.
And if you have a bigger budget, Starforged does official Warhammer jewelry.
Yeah.
Like, they have a a Space Wolf ring that just looks badass.
Yeah.
Because I like jewelry anyway.
Yeah.
But it's like officially licensed and looks pretty fucking sick. So something to think about too. Maybe if you want to sort of get him a ring and sort of be like, oh, I got you a ring, but it's fucking Warhammer.
Yeah.
Like his cold feet will disappear the moment he feels the warmth of the Emperor.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, I like that. I've been looking at that store as well for rings, but Jesus, they're a little pricey.
That's right. Jump on Temu, you probably find the same one for $2. It'd be shit quality, but
yeah, definitely.
See, we're not sponsored by G-Dubs. We can say these things. G-Dub, sponsor us. We'll stop.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, but
everything will be perfectly priced.
100%.
Good. Yeah. Anything more Warhammery you can think of?
No more Warhammer. That's all you get.
Yeah.
Warhammer people. Yeah. Actually, no. Before we go, probably another Space Marine Lieutenant. That's all you get, motherfuckers.
Fair enough.
That's funny. Alright, so the next one is guitar. Right? We're guitarists. And a lot of people, when they don't play guitar, they think it's magic and it just happens. So some good ideas for shit to get for, say you got a son even who's a guitarist, or a daughter, a child, whatever. You can never go wrong with accessories, right? And like consumables. So like, I'm talking the basic shit. Like, do they have guitar tuner? If not, or if they do, buy them another one, right? If they have a plug-in one, buy them a headstock one. Just so that there's always got to be a guitar tuner around, because I lose them like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
So unless they have one worked into their pedal board, which not every guitarist has, I know you do.
Yeah.
But
Oh.
But unless they had that, which I don't, I don't know where my guitar tuner is right now. I could not tell you. I'm gonna have to buy a new one before I play. Actually, it might be in my ammo case, but still, they're great. Guitar picks. Go into the guitar space, see what they're playing, like what they're using, and go buy like 100 of them. Right? Or even just like 20 of them.
Yeah.
Guitar players will never say no to a buttload of picks.
Yeah.
Like, they always go. Figure out what type of strings they like, what gauge they like, stuff like that, and get them a few packets of strings. Like if someone rocked up to my place with, my favorite DR Dimebag strings, 11 to 52, it's like, I'd be very happy. That's what I play on. I'm happy. I like the tone.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Spare cables. Right? So, like, even if you can either get them some, like, cheaper ones and, like, decent for cheap that are just spares, or you can upgrade their cables for them. Maybe you want to get them, like, a nice, like, braided one with, like, all that shit. Like, it costs you probably $60 to $100, but get them a good one.
Yeah.
That'll make all the difference.
Oh, yeah.
And the other one is, if they're playing with a shitty strap, get them a nice leather strap. Like a nice one. You know, if they're a metalhead, get them little studs and shit. Like, you should know you're a special nerd by this point, but like, I love that shit. Like fucking a nice, wide, comfortable, natural leather strap on the guitar. It just makes all the weight disperse a bit more.
Yeah.
Like, especially if they're playing a big guitar like mine. Like mine have got big fucking spikes on them and shit. Really good.
For real.
So yeah.
On top of that, I would say a pedal board. Because then you can gather your pedals. Mm-hmm. You won't lose your tuner then.
That's true. And that leads into your next point, Obi.
Perfect. To add on to that, pedal boards, which require effect pedals. Just, again, take a quick glance at what he has already. You can go to the store and just pick out anything that's not what he already has. Because effects can do so much. Like, just getting like a chorus pedal can tune it in and it will give you like a double effect or something, or whatever, like another distortion pedal,
or just a wah pedal, a basic wah pedal, a Crybaby, Crybaby Mini. Like most people, like unless they are pretty into doing their kit, like if they're newer, they will not have a wah pedal. The moment they realize they can play most of like Metallica solos, the moment they have a wah pedal, it's all over.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of really cool pedals out there, and some of them 100%. Don't cost a lot of money either. Like, I haven't even been into like the pedal scene for the last 4 or 5 years, but they were getting cheaper, definitely. So
I tell you, man, the one regret I have in life is I didn't back that fucking Kickstarter with the fart pedals. Then I was gonna back that and get you and I the fart pedals so we can make fart sounds on Discord. The one that got away.
The one that got away. No. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. So the next one is literally a new fucking guitar.
Oh yeah.
So, especially for me, I have very specific guitars that I like, right? Like, I love my Dimebag stuff. And my girlfriend knows that.
Mm.
She also knows what guitars I have. She might not know, like, verbally what they are, but if she saw one on Facebook, she would be smart enough to be like, hey, like, you know, is this a cool guitar? Like, what do you think of that? Like, it just popped up. And then she's the sort of smart ass that would go and buy it without me noticing, too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. That sort of recon, easy ass. You know what I mean? Like, it needs recon, but, like, that's wild. And this time of the year, and with the economy how it is, like, you can find some fucking deals on used guitars.
Oh, yeah.
Especially used guitars. Like, there's some wild shit, you know? There's some real... I've seen a bunch of Ormsby's going lately.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh dear Lord, if I had the money. The Metal X that I really like.
Oh, yeah.
The Metal X, it's like the bigger ML shape, 7-string fan frets. I'm like,
Jesus,
fuck.
yeah.
You know, I don't have the money, but the point is, someone else didn't have the money. That's why they're selling it.
Yeah.
So if you do have the money, there you
go. Yeah. And even that, like, buying, like, a beater guitar, one of those cheap entry guitars, like the Squier Telecaster or the Epiphone Les Pauls or an SG, you don't have to spend a lot of money to have a good guitar. Just inspect it, make sure it doesn't look shitty.
Actually, on that note, on the cheap guitar thing, Harley Benton has been doing very good cheap guitars from what I've seen.
Yep.
And also, I don't know if you saw, but Solar Guitars has just released a cheaper version of their guitars called S by Solar.
Huh.
And they are all about like $500 or $600, which is still not a cheap present.
Yeah.
But that's a cheap guitar, and you know that they're going to be somewhat decent quality. Like, it's not a fuck around if they're coming through Solar, you know?
No.
So, and they look sick. Like, if I was a teenager and I got that for Christmas, I would lose my fucking shit. And you know what? Even if I walked out on Christmas Day to one of those now, even though I have much more expensive instruments, I would still lose my shit. They have a little black V with a bolt-on neck, and I'm like, God damn.
There's
fucking cool.
There's a lot of cheaper guitars out there that are still really good quality, so give it a try. Go to a music store and ask the guy to just give you a couple of tips here. Because even one, like, I have a Squier, like a really cheap Squier Telecaster, just to mess around with. And I'd love to get like another really cheap beater, just to put in like a different tuning that I'm used to and just mess around with it. So
I have my first electric guitar I got was a Les Paul.
Yeah.
Like a goth Les Paul.
Yeah.
And I've sanded all the black paint off it, off the body. Eventually I'm gonna refinish it. It's just a natural mahogany. I'm gonna drop B that bitch.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna just because it's got a real thick neck, so I know it's gonna take the low tunings easy.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna low tune that motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
Whack some gnarly pickups in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, whether go active or passive, but yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So, and even you can get guitar kits for people if they're the sort of person that likes woodwork and like things like that. Actually, get like DIY guitar kits on the internet. So Google that.
Hell yeah.
Sweet. Is this you? Yeah, this is you.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do the next one. Some studio headphones. If he's got a couple of guitars or a bass laying around at home, chances are high he likes listening to music as well. So getting him a good set of headphones will change the way he will listen to music, and he'll love you forever. Definitely, he or she.
Yep.
And to pop off onto that, if he's into recording, you can use those headphones. And if he wants to get into recording, which, let me tell you, a lot of guitarists want to get into it, but never really have that spare coin to buy themselves an interface. And they're getting cheap also. Just a direct input interface, so they can connect into the computer and record themselves playing. They'll be able to.
Once again, talk to you guy at the music store.
Yeah, exactly. There's a couple of really cheap ones there, like Scarlett is the one that pops in my head straight away, because that was what I was looking at. But there's probably even cheaper
the red
out
one?
there. Yeah, the red ones.
Yeah, I was looking at the same one.
Yeah.
I was looking at the same one. Yeah, and the other thing is too, like, so just a recommendation at least, and I'm saying this from experience, the studio headphones, I have a set of Audio-Technica M50Xs.
Yeah.
Mine are the swanky purple ones, but that's what we record the podcast with. That's what I use. And they are phenomenal. And I've used them as my everyday headphones, and my gaming headphones, and my to and from work headphones.
Yeah.
And I've had them over a year now, and they haven't missed a beat.
Yeah.
They sound brilliant. Yeah. They're a little quiet, but I might just be deaf. So, I don't know. I had my eyes tested recently, but not my ears, so whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, great headphones, I can recommend.
Yeah. I
just don't buy the purple ones, or you're copying me. Anyway.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good choice too. I've heard a lot of good things about those headphones. So
Sennheiser and Audio-Technica are both generally like well-rounded, good headphones. You can buy shit like Beats and whatever, but they're very bass heavy.
Yeah,
and they might sing with certain types of music, but they're not giving you a true readout of what the audio is actually doing.
Exactly.
They're just loading the bottom end. So if you want balance, Audio-Technica. Another one. If they're a guitarist, they obviously love music, and Obi can relate to this because we are both wearing them right now. Band t-shirts.
Band shirts.
I'm wearing Korn. You're wearing Gojira. I wore a Pantera one to my work party. 0 fucks were given. And, like, band shirts, dude. Like, fucking, the weirder the better, too, I say. Right? Like, whatever they're into, like, find the band that they like that is least popular and get them a t-shirt of that. Yeah, like,
yeah, for real.
If they listen to a whole myriad of metal, get them something like a Necrogoblicon t-shirt. You know what I mean? Like, that shit's cool. You know? So, go for that shit, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Band shirts are always a good call.
Now for the gamers!
Gamers! But gaming's not a hobby. How did this get in here?
Another victory for the OJs. Anyway. Your turn.
Alright.
I did this. The community wanted it.
Oh, well. Fair enough.
Our community.
If he's a PC gamer or even a console gamer, some new peripherals like a new mouse or a new keyboard, a new controller like a PlayStation controller or Xbox controller with some fancy new colors, or a gaming headset, or you could probably even go with a desk mic, a very specific one. We're both using the Blue Yetis, and honestly, never complained about them one bit. So,
100%. Yeah. So even Bowen, when he was on this podcast, all three of us, we all bought Blue Yetis at the same time, and the fucking great microphones. I've dropped mine multiple times.
Yeah, they're heavy, dude.
Still works.
They're heavy, real heavy.
Oh, mine has that even bigger bass though, because of the shroud behind it, the soundproofing.
Okay.
Well, mine weighs like 4 kilos. Fucking monster.
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, for sure. And some console games, like say if they do play Fortnite, you can use a mouse and keyboard on a console too.
Yeah.
So keep your ears to the ground if that's something they feel like doing, you know?
Oh yeah.
Especially with the controllers too though, right? Like, so if they got a PS5 or an Xbox, they might have just one controller that came with the console. But, you know, Xbox has nice Elite controllers. They're a bit pricey, but they are fucking beautiful. And PlayStation has their own version as well. Or, if you're a bit of an electronic person or you like pulling shit apart, order them custom shells and decoration stuff off of the internet and make them a custom controller.
Oh, yeah.
You know, change it up so it's like, here, this is yours.
Yeah.
I may or may not be doing that for somebody this Christmas.
Honestly, I would love if if somebody bought like a controller and hand painted it, like do something really special with it, or like hell, even just Ralcan painted in like a really fancy color that he likes, and clear coat it away and just assemble it again. It'll be awesome.
That's it.
Awesome.
What sort of controller do you play with? What sort of controller do you normally use?
I just use a PlayStation 4 controller. I am too cool.
PlayStation 4. Okay, cool.
So
if I should do a controller with a dick painted on it, all the way to Sweden.
Well, great. Now I can borrow that one out to my kid.
Oh no, I'll make it a pixel dick, so it's friendly.
Fair enough.
It's censored. Don't worry, guys. You can't tell what it is. It's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool. So another really good idea is gaming loot. Right now, I don't know what stores you guys have, but over here, the big one is a store called Zing, and it's like owned by the same guys that own our game stores.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they combine in the one store, and they're just massive pop culture stores. So like anything there is a game. And if your person likes that game, they'll probably lose their shit. Like, you know, if they're a person that plays Crash Bandicoot, you rock up with a Crash Bandicoot coffee mug or a TNT thing, which I've seen, they're gonna get a smile out of that. And that's what it's about, you know? And like anything like that. Like, I love those shops because they sell a shitload of Jurassic Park stuff all the time. And Star Wars and that sort of shit. So, like, it's always worth a visit. The other thing, too, is those shops are fucking great for gifts because, like, there's shit, like, I was in one today, there's shit that's, like, you know, $5-10, right? Little charms and things like that. Or it goes all the way up to, like, replica Star Wars helmets and lightsabers and busts and things like that are, like, $600, $500, you know, $1,000 on things, like, it's a whole myriad. So whatever level you're at, if you got a nerd that you're trying to buy a gift for, you can probably find something from there. Like, they had D&D dice.
Yeah.
You know, they had little keychain pop vinyls, like whatever it is, you can find them something.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So definitely worth a look in those stores for sure.
Yep.
So, yeah. That's you.
Yeah. The next one would be a recommendation for games. Like the past year has been wonderful for games. A lot of big releases have come out, and if you hasn't picked up any of them yet because of reasons, you could probably gift him one of these, and he'll love it to bits because he'll be able to play it for a long time.
Well, even Hogwarts Legacy, you can dig into
dude,
that big time.
I've
fucking great game.
Love that game, so good. Hogwarts Legacy is one example. Spider-Man 2, Starfield, Forza Motorsport, Legend of Zelda, some Super Mario games that came out.
Yeah, Super Mario Wonder, the new one just popped out. Baldur's Gate 3 as well, everyone's been playing. Fucking, what was that one that Scar was yodeling about earlier? Armored Core,
yeah.
You know, anything like that, or, and we haven't said this the whole thing, a gift voucher for games. Yeah. Right? Gift vouchers are always an option too. This is just if you don't want to be lazy, but a Steam gift voucher, especially if it's a friend overseas, I could just gift Obi a Steam gift voucher tomorrow.
Exactly.
And boom, he's got his present right there, and he can buy whatever he wants with it.
Yeah, and I'll probably buy a game so we could play together.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, that's the thing. Do that.
Yeah, perfect. I think gamers are probably one of the more easier ones to buy for lately, because everything has been centered around gamers now lately, and it's definitely a huge thing that everybody does it at some point. So
yeah, well, when we were kids, it was like, every console is a Nintendo and every game is Mario, right? Like that's all anyone thought that it wasn't a gamer. But now it's like the kids that are around these days, their parents are often gamers, so they know. They're like, he likes that. I know that. You know, or like, you know, maybe both partners are into that. Like, you know, like my missus knows I would love Spider-Man 2 for Christmas. Whether she gets me that or not, I don't know. But she knows that I would like that game, and I purposefully not bought it just in case.
Yeah.
You know. So. Oh, actually, quickly before we change subjects, did you see the trailer for the new Jurassic Park game?
Yes.
Holy fuck!
That's one that I'm gonna play on stream, definitely, if I get it. Cause
I'm keen for that. I'll play that shit on stream.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I know that'll get people going watching me play a survival game or a horror game.
We all love watching you play horror games, bro. But I think that would be epic to watch too. Like,
yeah.
Because a lot of people, they'll probably watch that, but not necessarily want to pick it up and play it.
Yeah.
So like, that's cool.
Yeah. That's definitely a game that I
thought
play.
You would have said.
Yeah, for real.
And GTA 6 is coming.
Well, it's still like a whole year away, no? Or 2 years.
I don't care. I'm excited. I'm gonna start like selling, I don't
organs.
know, pictures of my toes now, so I have money. Yeah.
Yep.
Just quickly, I'll let you cover that one there, Obi. Well, actually, no, it's my turn. Gundams, right? Any model kit, any Gundam, you get your person, they will love, because if they've already got it and they're smart, they'll paint it differently. If not, look for Bandai stuff, Premium Bandai or Special Edition kits. That'll make a Gundam person lose their brain.
Some Premium Bandai kits are hard to get here, so if you can get a hold of them.
Yep. Maybe there's a convention or something you go to earlier in the year and you buy them and hide them. I don't know, but
yeah, they're
and just quickly, I'm gonna touch on. Obviously, I love fish. I'm always going to go back to talking about aquariums and that. You can buy a million things for a person that has aquariums, like food, whatever. But I cannot stress this enough. Do not fucking buy people fish as gifts if they're not ready for fish.
Or pets in general.
They're not some pets in general, but I'm saying like specifically, people come home with fucking goldfish or like betters, and just go, here, you got this now, and then people whack it in the cup and they think it fucking dies.
Yeah.
But, like, just because, a goldfish only lasts a few weeks. No, mate, goldfish lived for years. You killed it, you fuck. So, like, don't dump pets on people. Pets are not fucking gifts. And a lot of people say this for dogs and cats, but it also goes for fish. Don't just fucking buy a better and think you can shove it in a cup and it's happy as Larry. Like, sorry, I'm gonna get going here. People say, but betters live in small puddles in the wild, so they can live anywhere. That is partially true. They do live in small volumes of water. But that volume of water also has infinite filtration from nature, right? Like, there's plant roots and shit like that. And the other thing is, too, just because something can live somewhere doesn't mean it should have to, right? Like, I could take you, Obi, and put you back in the broom closet I kept you in for a while. With, like, nothing but, a meal a day and some water, and you would live in there for a long time.
Probably.
But what would your quality of life be like? It would suck. That's why I let you out of there, because I saw the light. But, like, you shouldn't have to. If you wouldn't like that, don't do that to a fish, right? If a cup is too small for a better, it's too small for a better, put it in something that can swim around it. Match its environment. Don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, rant over.
Nah, fish definitely don't. No pets. No pets for gifts. It's terrible.
No pets for Christmas. Unless you've spoken to the person about it and they are ready for it. Right? So, say if they have a fish tank already set up and cycled, and all they need to do is buy fish, take them to the pet store and pay for their fish.
Yeah.
Let them select, and then you're good. That's fine.
Yeah.
But don't just rock up with a bag and jump on their front doorstep, because that's cunty.
Yeah, that's no good deal. Cool.
No es bueno.
So is that a wrap up for this episode?
Man, look, like a present, I think that is actually wrap up.
Oh, smooth.
But seriously,
that was smooth.
We hope you guys get this quick enough before Christmas so it actually is helpful. And if it isn't, refer back to it next year. And just remember to have a Merry Christmas. Alright, guys?
Exactly. Have a good one.
Exactly. We love our community and we really want to wish you a happy holidays. Alrighty, guys? So have fun. Eat lots of food and
Christmas food.
Hail Satan.
Best. Hail Saturn.
Sail hated. Alrighty, guys. Alright, until next time, remember to crank that
You slay that grey.
Like Christmas sleigh?
Yeah, exactly. I have a.
We are the Knights of the Hobby table.
I have a Christmas T-shirt with Conan, and on the back it says "Slay all giants," like sleigh when Santa sleigh.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I've seen one. It's got the Slayer logo, but it's spelled Slay.
Yeah,
it's got Santa Claus and shit. I fucking
love
that.
Great. Yeah, perfect.
Anyway, have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.